welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
From amidst the city's 7+ hills, welcome to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. Back to the air, Herbert. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chargers.
They'll run here with Amari Hampton. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution of plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Again, it's Hampton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Surtain, hauling into the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air this time, Herbert. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play, drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
6 yards.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And he will have a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Escapes the defender. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, the timing, the anticipation, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Bengals have a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Off the play fake. Burrow. Burrow left side. Bowers has it. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Play action now for Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. Tight end going in motion here. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line, second down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. The left side, cut by Davis. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Gets this one to Gadsden. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
To the air on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 14.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Has it down close. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bengals 7.
Mevis ready to send this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the...
Brings up 2nd and 9.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that in the first down play.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's brought down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an L.A. first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers first down.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They start out 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
To number 1, Johnston. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw, here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. That throw behind his intended target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Running it with Hampton. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert now. Going with a screen to Hampton. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. One play action here. Burrow. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Gets some space around midfield. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Completion number 10, Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
A gain of 6. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
All that drink you got to chill. I be on my low house drunk.
Burrow to the air now. That one connects. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals face a 4-point deficit. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just a sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game.
Chargers 17. Bengals 14.
Game now. This is Hassan Haskins now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chargers and Quentin Johnson returning to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10. Here's Hampton. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly mocked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Herbert from the gun. Finding Davis. This one gets to the 22. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
On third down, Herbert. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on fourth. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Going left side. Bowers has it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
We've set it downs from 37. On first down, it's Gibbs. So calling a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
This is Gibbs on second down. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Burrow. Complete to St. Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Haskins. He brushed him off with ease. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. 1st and 10, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time when Coach Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. Do you have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hampton gets the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first is Herbert. This is caught downfield by Allen. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to 17.
It's a gain of 48 yards. That's another Chargers first down. It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Chargers.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
On the quick slant, it's Davis. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there, third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Mevis able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock. Probably don't want to risk too much here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 37-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Burrow back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw again, it's Burrow. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, complete. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From 37 yards in the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Burrow setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Motioning the tight end now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got a man, Bowers has it. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
Here they come, this is 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Herbert from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and it brings up 3rd down. air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. He fields it cleanly. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Burrow now on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing is Burrow. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Burrow. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. QB sneak coming. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. He's back to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
They've got first down here from the 36. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz. Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Haskins. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
7-yard gain.
That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
We've set it down from 37. Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Get some space around midfield. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A gain of 2 brings up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Punting unit out now. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Play action now. Burrow. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. Keeps away from one. And he has this down to the 34. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Burrow to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. To the right side and wheeled in by Chase. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Within 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and they'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers, first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. This is Hampton. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Herbert from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Johnson finds the football complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, Every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
At the 13-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
On the pistol, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Making the call himself. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Hits him on the out route. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Bengals put together a wonderful return. Gets it back inside the 40 following the interception.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points. Boy, did they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in the enemy territory.
The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. On the keeper, it's Burrow. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
There are so many fundamental details playing the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Chargers gotta score in a hurry. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Space pass to 35. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10, Herbert. And the deep ball falls incomplete. Couldn't get it to Arondé Gadsden the second. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, with how well the defense had that one covered.
Slot man motioned over. Now Herbert again. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
The second. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
1. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Right side, cut by Davis. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Herbert throwing again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Bengals will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Now that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. See this in every sport, Brock. You come in as a big favorite. You want to make a statement, right? Get a convincing victory, and they were able to achieve that one here.
Yeah, especially at home. It just means a little bit more when you protect your own turf in any sport, but especially in the NFL, where you get, what, about 8 or 9 of these, maybe more if you get home playoff games. Playing this way, they set themselves up for future playoff opportunities.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.